Раз, раз. Раз, раз. Ага.
Добрый день еще раз. Hello, everyone.
Yes, one
Can
more
you
time,
hear
good
me?
day to everyone. Yeah, we are in a few minutes from the starting of.
Yes. I'm letting in 11 more participants. Okay, so now we have 30.
Marina-san, do you have information from other sections? As it was okay in the time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have a feedback. Section 2, they are still talking maybe, so my colleagues told them to.
Okay, okay. So if they will be a little bit late,
person.
we can give the floor after the first section. So maybe. Okay.
Okay, yesterday's link. Yeah. My colleague Tamami told them that we are starting section 2, that they should be
They are coming?
back. I can't, not, okay, I'm looking for moderator's name.
Yes,
But I'm
please.
afraid that not everyone is doing it.
Olga is-
Tutubalina. Olga, you
Olga?
here?
Okay. Olga, are you here?
Setoguchi sensei, imasu ne. Okay. お疲れ様です. We can see Professor Setoguchi. Olga, we need
Здравствуйте, здравствуйте, профессор. Узнаю ваш голос. Yes, I can recognize your voice, professor. Yeah, nice to hear you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. Olga, can you hear us? Olga Tutubalina, moderator section 1. I'm sorry, I think we should wait for a couple of minutes because people are still joining. I'm letting them in.
Хорошо, мы немножко подождем тогда, 2-3 минуты.
Yes.
Так хотите, да? Хорошо.
Хорошо. Yes. At least all the moderators should be present.
Already here?
I can see Setoguchi Sensei. I can see Mikhail. Do we have Otsuka Sensei on board or not yet? Otsuka Sensei?
Yes,
No,
please
not yet,
check
right?
Otsuka Sensei. Is it his?
I saw Tabata Sensei. Tabata Sensei, you hear it? Tabata Sensei. No, I can see Tabata Tomoko-san, but okay. Sensei. I can see Tabata Sensei. Okay, he joined us.
And Otsuka Sensei, he's here. Oh.
He's here, right? Otsuka Sensei, can you hear us? Can you see him? I can't see him. Olga?
And section number 2. Yeah, we need representatives from section number 2.
And I have a message to my WhatsApp messenger. I have a message from Olga. She can't enter. Some of them say that the message says organizer is busy taking part in some other conference. Okay, section to finish, right? My colleague says. So Lena, I hope she'll.
Спасибо.
Okay.
Okay, so Marina-san, we can start. Or
So
what?
we shall start, I guess. Okay, I see Jeff. Just a minute. People coming back from section 2. Jeff, please
I see
come
that
in.
we can start, I think, yeah.
Я думаю, мы можем начать.
Почему-то я слышу переводчика, да, который мне мешает, потому что эхо. Okay. Olga, do you have Olga? Because we were supposed to start with session.
Okay, yes, I'm here, Marina.
Okay, great. Then we can start, Mikhail.
Yes.
Mikhail? Okay, let's move there.
Shall I start?
So we can start our concluding plenary session as we agreed before. And I just want to mention one more time that as we discussed, so the first part of seminar and works in sections, it was made in English. Right now for concluding plenary session, it's possible for Russian participants to hear the translation. And also somehow if they will need it, extremely need to use Russian, you can use it. We organize 2 translators who will work with us during this final session, concluding plenary session. And as we agreed, so we are as a co-moderators with Professor Tabata Sensei, we give floor to all the moderators, one by one, 5 minutes to each, to give some information about the results of working in the sections. Okay, section number 1. Olga Tutuvarina, representatives of Moscow State University, and Northern Environment section, Northern Environment. Yes, please.
Thank you very much, Mikhail. So we had 6 presentations. We started with Ram Aftar, who talked about modeling lake depth on Arctic coastal plains using Google Earth Engine and open remote sensing data, so it could be applied in other regions. It was an example of Alaska, but it could be applied in Siberia. Then we had a presentation by Natalia Malygina from Ural Federal University on the use of drones to monitor reindeer in Taimyr. Then Ayumi Katani presented a long-term collaborative study of ecosystem carbon and water cycles, which happens in Sakha Republic in 2 research stations, and it now continues in a new project, and they're open for collaboration. Then Zhanna Vasilyeva from Murmansk State Technical University presented different various environmental projects for Arctic terrestrial development, which happen at the university, specifically water quality and air quality. Then Mikhail Varsholomeyev reviewed the research of Kazan Federal University, where he comes from, in the field of gas hydrates, a really interesting and topical subject in the development of the Arctic and Arctic resources. And it finished with my presentations on the pilot studies that we do jointly with Hokkaido University on monitoring forests in central Sakha, with radar remote sensing imagery. The presentations are on the common Google Drive, so we can use them later. And then we had a discussion, which was quite interesting. We were able to find links between several presentations that we've been made, and we talked about the use of drones and aerial vehicles in different types of Arctic research. What are the technical challenges? And we agreed that we should share experience in that, because we can study reindeer and we can study air quality, we can study forests with drones. We need to complement it with satellite remote sensing imagery, ground research, and there are potential interesting collaborations there. Then the really important part is the human perspective of environmental research. We are people live in the Arctic, the climate is extreme. We need to share resources, use of resources between the indigenous nations and the nations that develop industries there. We have a lot of environmental problems, and this is the most important aspect of our environmental research. It's also very important to conduct educational activities and initiatives because this is a way to grow a new generation of Arctic scientists. And we briefly discussed the fact that usually the Yakutsk University, the Institute of Biological Problems, and the Hokkaido University run a summer school near Yakutsk. And if there is one planned for next summer, several participants would like to join and offer their expertise to take part in this school as teachers and potentially bring their students. We agreed to develop new contacts through the list of contacts, hopefully fostering new collaborations. And we also need to consider how the outcomes of this forum and our future research can help industries to build academia-industry partnerships. This is our summary. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Olga.
Thank you very much, Olga.
Yeah, for your job, and thanks to your co-moderator, Ram Aftar, also. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we are moving to the section 2. Please, it's the Northern Community. Who will make presentation?
Yeah, Lena is entering right now. I just granted her request for entry.
Okay.
So she's entering from... Lena, can you hear us? Lena?
And Professor Jeffrey Gaiman also is here, the co-moderator, and
Yes.
Lena Sidorova is moderator.
Lena and Jeff, can you hear us? Shall we hear Otskar Sensei first then? Can you hear? Jeff?
Marina, I can hear you.
Jeffrey?
So, yes.
So
We
Jeff, are you
don't
okay
have-
to give some information, or you will wait for Lena? What is more comfortable for you?
Then let's wait for Lena.
Okay.
I have
Okay. So
materials, but let's wait for a moment.
Okay. So
Lena
we can,
should be here. Lena should be here.
Okay, so we can move to the next one for a while. Okay.
I can see Lena. Lena, вы нас слышите? Лена Алексеевна? Jeffrey, Lena, if you don't mind, can we switch to next session? And when you're ready, you just tell us.
Okay, that's fine.
If you don't mind, I'm sorry. Otskar Sensei, are you ready? Otskar Sensei?
Okay. Just a moment. Tabata Sensei, do you have any comments about this, the session 3? No, okay. So let me give one idea through the session 3. So let me share my small slides.
Yes, please. Yes. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can see. Yeah.
Can you see my slides?
Yes.
Okay. So in the session 3, many interesting presentation was given, and we can change many kinds of ideas regarding the socio-economic development of the North and the Arctic. And through the presentations and presented ideas, this is my personal overview of our sessions. In the discussion, one participant asked how we can progress through this presentation and through our research activities to gain the socio-economic issues. And my idea regarding this question is can be seen in these slides. So we have global warming, and in the northern territories, remoteness and sparse population and unique conditions like ecosystems or geographic conditions. Under such conditions, there's large project or large development of the natural resources are currently carried out. On the other hand, the local community, local society is facing another problems. And the given idea is to start small steps to develop new economic activities like entrepreneurship and so on under sustainable approaches. And also the regional society and economy try to solve the problems in the regional societies and regional economies. And the new ideas and movements, information about the new ideas and the movements are also given in the presentations, that's like integration of transport network systems together with river and inland area and the Northern Sea route, and also the connectivity between the Europe and Asia along the Russian Arctic coast by fiber optic cables. And this connectivity is not only the physical one, like infrastructure, transport, data connection, but also we can share, under the idea of connectivity, we can share the data information, problems, strengths and weakness, possibility and risk and visions. And also we can start activity like a cooperation, develop interrelation and capacity building. So the scientists can bridge over gaps, but with small steps, but we can do that. This is my idea through the session 3. Thank you.
Thank you, Otsuka-sensei, for the such deep analysis. Thank you very much. Yeah, in section number 3, it was a lot of participants. 13 people have made 10 presentations. Okay, thank you. So now we can move to okay, Tsuyoshi Setaguchi, maybe. Architectures are always
sorry,
ready.
Lina and
No?
Jeffrey.
They're ready?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Please follow
Sorry.
the chart. Yeah. Lina and Jeffrey?
Okay, so I will briefly summarize, and if Lena has anything to add, then she can add after I have finished my summary. Can you see this small chart on the Excel?
Yes,
on the
that's
main
right,
screen?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so our section was named the Northern Community, and this was an exploratory session to explore the possibilities of a new collaborative section on sustainable development goals, environment, resource development, and multicultural education. From Hokkaido University, we had myself, a specialist on indigenous education, and Professor Keiko Ikeda, a specialist in sports history and sports culture. And then from the Russia side, we had Professor Sidorova, Professor Mikhailova, and also Professor Semenova. And Professor Ikeda spoke briefly on her research on the complications associated with major sporting events, for example, the Winter Olympics as they have been carried out in Hokkaido. I spoke on the challenges of collaborative research activities with an Hokkaido indigenous community. Professor Sidorova spoke about her research on northern communities of Yakutia and gave an emphasis on the phenomenon of hybridity. Professor Mihalova also spoke on her fieldwork in a community in southern Yakutia and on the challenges of having industry present on traditional ways of life. And then finally, Professor Semenova presented about using GIS for socioeconomic monitoring and modeling. And this was a first session between all of us and a second session between Professor Sidorova and myself. So we are looking for commonalities between the research which has been going on in Japan, in northern communities, and research which has been going on in Russia on northern communities. And there were many commonalities of approach and also on perspective, the importance of understanding cultural hybridity and the importance of understanding the effect of imported industry on traditional ways of life, and also some exciting new techniques, for example, using GIS technology to be able to understand cultural phenomenon. Lena, do you have anything to add?
Thank you very much. I also want to add that we have been in the International Arctic School. It's a new school, and we are invited in the whole section here. And also tutors and students from the school participated in our session. Also, I want to add some information about the section that was yesterday, section about media. I think that we need to focus on the indigenous media because it's one of the tools of expression of indigenous peoples. Also, I think that it was very interesting concept that we heard yesterday, some concept of cultural security, this concept of the Professor Gaiman student. Yeah, that was some result of our yesterday section too. That's all. Thank you very much for this possibility to have very nice meeting yesterday and today. Okay, thank you. And thank you to my colleague, Jeffrey Gaiman, to be a moderator with me. Thank you.
Thank you, Lena Alexeyevna. Спасибо, Lena Alexeyevna. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Lena. Okay, so now we can move to Tsuyoshi Setaguchi, Professor Setaguchi Sensei, who will represent the section number 4. Yes, please.
Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте, меня зовут Сатогути. So I want to share my report. Can you see it? Can you see it? Okay, okay. So we have our session, section 4, is focused on the construction technology and design for coal region. So especially we focus on the development for the civil engineering, the architectures, how to develop the coal run. So we focus on so we can good exchange for the several points. So especially the focus on the SDGs, so 70 goals we have, so that we can make an exchange idea for the several goals of them. So especially the SDGs number 7, so affordable around clean energy. So we also discussed in presentation on the renewable energy, from the Sankt Petersburg. They see making a presentation hybrid development energy system, renewable and traditional energy system. It's very interesting. So in a coal region, we can't make an energy only the new renewable, but we need to develop the hybrid system. So that is a good idea for the approach in the one of the approach in the SDGs. So number 8, then economic growth. So we have a good presentation from the Alexandra, from also the St. Petersburg. She developed the tourism in the northern area, especially the Russian Arctic area. So it's one of the good ideas how to modify, how to make the development of tourism in the cold region, in the northern area of Russia. So it used to we don't focus on we never focus on that area, but they have a good resource for the tourism in that area. So number 9 of the SDGs, industry. This is a keyword for how to develop in a cold land. So we have a presentation from the Irina from the Novosibirsk State University, and Andrei from the St. Petersburg, and Igor also from the St. Petersburg. So that they making the construction on the making a pile, how to making a pile for the building, and how to keeping in the cement in the even in the cold weather, the cold region. So that is one of the most important point in the focus on the cold region. So number 11 of the SDGs, sustainable cities and communities. So that we have 2 good presentations from the Xenia from Murmansk State Technical University and Moritaro from the Hokkaido University. So the Professor Xenia, so she gave us the good idea of the winter cities, so how to making the development of the QOL, quality of life, even in the cold region, cold cities, is one of the good ideas. Also, from the Professor Moritaro, so he gave us the technique of how to develop the wood housing, detached housing. So it's also increasing the QOL or the Hokkaido, in the Hokkaido and the cold region. Also, and we have many ideas. We got many ideas and good discussion. And number 17 is most important, partnership for the goals. That we can share the cold region, the constant construction technologies, and we can share, that we can make a partnership between Japan and Russia. Okay? Thank you very much. Спасибо большое.
Спасибо большое, профессор. Thank you very much, professor. Yeah. Okay. So now we are moving to the discussion. So any other things beside of moderators, and of course we want to hear something from University of Hokkaido as the main organizer of this event. Okay. Okay, so we are ready for discussion. Any comments, includes inputs? It's open microphone right now.
I'm happy to announce that Konstantin Grigoriev was finally able to join us. We missed him very much during the previous session. He kept trying to enter for over an hour, which is an absolute record. I apologize. I don't know why it happened, but I also wanted to ask if the representatives of the hub project, Fumio Kaneko or So Kawanobe, have any comments?
Yeah, we want to hear your comments because we are working with the representatives of different
Yes.
Japanese and Russian universities, and we want to hear what the HARP is thinking about this. Okay.
And everyone else, please, if you have questions, comments, suggestions, you come up, or you can at least indicate that you want to say something via our chat.
Can I make a comment from the Setoguchi?
Yes, please.
So today that we have many good presentations. So that if possible, we separated the whole session, right? So if possible, that we can share the presentation. So that did you recording to the every presentation, right? So that I want to make it you can make it some archive for the today's presentation. So it's possible to check in and learning the other presentation. I want to make it a chance. How about this one?
Yes, very good point, Professor. Yeah, it's a very effective idea. As I know now, it's possible to go to the Google Disk and to look through all the presentations, but we will organize this in a special form, yeah, because we want to make this groups of scientists. It's a very good idea. Maybe Marina-san can add something, okay?
No, as I promised, we'll send you the links to all the materials, and as our partners kindly informed us, we'll also have the recordings of the meetings, which means we can share them with you later.
Yeah, we are doing, yeah, so we record the meetings and
I think, sorry, I think some an agreement from the presenter for the open to the presentation. So after that, so if possible, then we can take information for the presentation from the website of the hub. Is it possible? So if possible, so it's better we can get information and presentation from the website of the hub. So
yes, we were going to upload them. That's right.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good idea. And as Marina-san mentioned on the first part of our meeting today, we organize a special registration form on the website of University of Hokkaido. So all the presenters, they put information, as they agree to share their presentations. So we already have some agreed.
And we'll be happy to share the contacts of those who agree to exchange them with other participants. And as I said at the very beginning, this is also the first meeting of the new specialized section. I'm not sure that everyone participating in this session was able to join the opening one, so I'll repeat myself. We have a new section, SDGs, environment, resource development, and multicultural education. So the 4 section meetings today were relevant to these keywords, to the subject matter of this new section, and we hope that this first meeting will provide an impetus for proposals of joint research and education programs. So we have now a very wide range of particularly Russian and also Japanese universities who indicated their interest. So we hope that one of the outcomes will be new agreements, new directions. So starting from the moderators, Setoguchi and everyone else, and also including participants, if you have any concrete proposals, maybe of some online events, schools, workshops, whatever, or you're going to submit an application for a grant, including RFFI and RFBR and JSPS. You can use this opportunity to call on for partners. Any questions?
Okay, so Marina, may I add a few words? So
yes, please.
I want to give some more comments to the idea of Professor Setoguchi and your words. I prepared 2 slides about the possible way how we can gather all the information about our cooperation. Like Professor Setoguchi mentioned about the website of the HARP program, but also I share my experience. I'm 20 years in the University of Arctic, and we spent a lot of years to find some effective ways how to communicate with each other. For example, this one, it's my 2 slides from my presentation 2 days ago about the semantic networks of UArctic and involvement of Northeastern Federal University to this activity. So we are the part from, for example, 19 semantic networks of UArctic, Northeastern Federal University, and you can recognize the different kind of activities. So courses, mobility, research projects, publications, and so on. So everything is gathered and analyzed, and we know where we are in our cooperation inside the 200 member institutions of UArctic. And for also as also an idea, I don't know, it's a discussion time, so I want to give you an idea. Maybe we need to make some kind of journal, like Shared Voices in UArctic case. Once a year, we prepare Shared Voices as a journal, joint one for all the 200 members, where is most interesting thing during the year we show there. And on the right side, it's a chart where also we can recognize the different semantic networks and institutions, because specialized sessions, which also new one which you just launched, say about it a few minutes ago, it's also very close to the understanding of semantic networks, so focused on some problems of some research area. So it's also chart, it's also a very good way how we can show the relations between different institutions, different directions of research, and so on. So it's ideas from my side, maybe for HARP Secretariat or for someone else, or for all of us. We can do the same things. And of course, we remember that we are now in exchange years of Japan and Russia, 2020, 2021. So it's also a good way to summarize our activity. Thank you.
Mikhail, to participants who were, for different technical reasons, unable to join us for the previous session, were finally able to do it. Do you think we could give them some time for at least a short comment? Because we really appreciate their participation.
Yeah, sure. We have some time, so we were good in our
Сергей
schedule.
Владимирович, Константин Вадимович, если вы слышите нас, и для вас это не очень резко и внезапно, вы можете прокомментировать, что-то показать. У нас вот в 16:15, в 17:15 мы закрываем это дело. Табата сенсей будет выступать. But... Константин, Сергей, can you hear us? Константин, I can see you.
Marina?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Finally, I not only see, but I hear you. Dear colleagues, sorry for unexpected my report. I have several ideas about my presentation, which I plan to make in the third section, and with my colleague, Professor Blacher from Khabarovsk. So our project, our small project is focused in social process in Eastern Siberia and in the Russian Far East. And we focus in informal settlement in very remoteness locals of our regions. So I think that we can join in some project in the HARP initiative and with our partner in Kanazawa University, maybe, because it's a pro. It's
Константин, мы вас не слышим.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Konstantin. Yes, we really enjoy your presentation and islands in taiga, and it's very good.
Константин пропал? Константин, is he gone again?
I don't know, something wrong with his phone or what, because all of us are okay. But finally we got, yeah, so we have his presentation and we got his words, his comments about his idea, his invitation to his new project. Okay, Marina-san, any other people? Yes.
Сергей Владимирович Кругликов, are you here?
Да. Thank you very much, dear organizers, that you have present me a possibility to have some words, even if I had not possibility to join the section, but nevertheless, it's very, very pleasant for me that when I have heard the opinion of those people who organized the section 4, that my idea of the necessity to be based on the United Nations goals of sustainable development is the basic for understanding the agenda, and that our work, which we organize in cooperation with the people from Salihar in Yamal Peninsula, in the directed on the ideas of the modern understanding of the energy supply and energy generation for sustainable cities and communities is quite in the direction as our colleagues from Japan understand the trends of modern development. So I think that we have great possibilities to cooperate, and we are really interested in these possibilities. I hope that my presentation is in your disposal, and I am ready to join and to discuss with everyone who is interested in this possibility. And so thank you very much for your attention, for your time, and I am ready, I am open for cooperation and future contacts. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sergey.
Okay, someone wants to add something or comments, questions to the moderators, to the representatives of different sections, or to the HARP, or about this new section?
This is Jeff Gaiman from Hokkaido University again.
Sure.
So with the new section, I believe that we are still, at least at Hokkaido University, in the process of exploring the possibilities for this new section. And I noticed that there was some overlap. For example, I believe that there was a presentation on tourism in section 3, which also very much relates to the content of section 2. And one of my colleagues here is a specialist on migration. And I believe that this also has relevance in other sections as well. So I thought that Mikhail's proposal to make a chart a pictographic chart is a very good one, and I'm looking forward to sharing information across sections as well from now on. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Okay, any other comments, please? All of us, we have equal rights here. Yeah, yes, please.
And I agree with Jeff, and in the section 4, so we also have a tourism presentation. So it's one of the key point for the development and the northern region, and between Japan and Russia, Hokkaido and Russia, it's one of the big issues was how to develop the tourism. So especially in the COVID-19, under the COVID-19, we also share the new idea, not only the tourism, how to make and teach education. So that is maybe that will be the next discussion for the how to make an education under the COVID-19. So that I'm looking forward to that kind of discuss in the next time.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I do look forward to dialoguing on issues of education as well.
Does Fumiya Kaneko join us or not? She can hear us, because I'm still really want to hear some words from Rector's office from University of Hokkaido about this cooperation, some future plans and so on.
I have a question about activities at the Yakutsk University next summer, because I know that the university and the Institute of Biological Problems run an international school with Hokkaido University, and we would like to take part. Is there plans to have this school next summer? That was a question for Mikhail, maybe, or maybe someone else who is who knows about potential activities for next summer.
We also have Sugimoto Sensei now online. Oh. Sugimoto Sensei, can you hear us?
Oh, it's very special person for all of us. Oh, nice to meet you, to see you, to hear you, Sugimoto Sensei. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
We are planning to have summer school next year too. But at this moment, we are not sure we can do this or not. So anyway, it is very difficult for me to have summer school next year at this moment. But anyway, if COVID will be, how to say, finished, we would like to have summer school at Yakutsk.
Thank you very much. We will hope that it will all finish finally and we can travel and do field work again.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sugimoto Sensei. Thank you.
I wanted to say just one brief comment that this whole host of HARP connections and activities grew in part out of the 5-year grant and collaborative program RG3 of training specialists, experts in the Russian North and Arctic, and Professor Setoguchi, Professor Sugimoto, and other colleagues, and Mikhail, of course, have been involved in it. So I think it's very important that starting from a project involving 1 Japanese university and 5 Russian universities, we now expanding these connections and finding common points and common ground for future projects involving clusters of Russian and Japanese universities. I can see the comment of Tatsuzawa Sensei. Tatsuzawa Sensei, if you want to say something, you're welcome. Can you hear us? If we are we through with questions and comments?
Yes, I think that we organized very well our activity, so everything was sent in prior, we received everything, and now I think that we need to summarize, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, wrap up, Tabata Sensei.
Yeah, special mission of Tabata Sensei, yes, please.
Okay. I think that today we had a very good discussion for expanding future cooperation between Japan and Russia, cooperation between Hokkaido University and Northeastern Federal University. It is very good that we have discussed in specific areas, very concretely in many areas. I can't summarize them here, of course. I think that there are many concrete and prospective proposals from both sides. We can see these results of this cooperation at the next Northern Sustainable Development Forum. We have next year in Yakutsk again. Concerning research collaboration, it's very difficult now this year for us Japanese researchers to and make field research. So we have to invent or make new forms of collaboration. So this is a new challenge. As explained by Marina Romaeva, this seminar is organized by HARP from the Hokkaido University side. HARP is a human resource development platform for Japan-Russia economic cooperation and personnel exchange. This platform aims to advance cooperation between Japan and Russia in various fields, among others, university education and student exchange between two countries. This platform tries to expand collaboration with business circle and regional and local government. So please use this platform for more actively for further collaboration and business matching among universities, business companies, and governments. And as already mentioned, this year and the next year is the Japan-Russia Year of Regional Exchanges, and this seminar is one of the events of this special year. Hokkaido Prefecture is Japan's front runner in exchanges with Russia's regions. Hokkaido University and HARP platform is intensively collaborating in many areas with Hokkaido Prefecture. We highly welcome your cooperation proposals with our region and our university. The opening ceremony of the Japan-Russia Year of Regional Exchanges was planned to be held in Sapporo in May this year, but it was postponed due to COVID-19. I believe that it will be definitely held in Sapporo in the near future. So finally,
Tabata Sensei, I'm sorry. We have a lot of external noise.
It's only
do you have a speaker on?
No, it's only from Tabata Sensei. All others is blocked.
Maybe you have something near your microphone. I'm sorry. Sometimes your speech is almost lost in the background noise. Sorry, just wanted to warn you that.
But okay.
Okay. Something is moving near your microphone. Maybe papers.
Paper. I think
because
it's paper near the microphone. Usually it's this kind of.
Hear me?
Yeah. Yes, we can hear you. Yeah, please.
You can hear?
Go on, please.
You can hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes, yes. We can hear you, please.
But
Go on, Tabata Sensei.
But you cannot hear me.
We can hear you, but if you move things, maybe papers or your manuscript or something, a lot of external noise gets into the microphone. Sorry, so we just.
I see. But now it's all right. But
now it's all right. Mm-hmm.
But now I say only one thing. Final words. It's all right. Yeah, finally, on behalf of participants from Hokkaido University and Japan, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to Professor Mikhail Prishazhin for co-organizing this seminar. Thank you, Mikhail. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, that's all.
A lot of our partners, including those who are unable to join this meeting, Tabata Sensei and everyone, were asking questions about Acts 2. So there are a lot of, okay, I see Olga's raised hand. Just one brief thing, if you have any comments or what Russian universities could join ARC-T, especially on the projects that Sugiyama Sensei mentioned, the humanities area, right? If you have any comment.
Well, I didn't have a comment, but yes, of course, we would like to join in more projects educating the students, university students from both Russian and Japanese side. It could be part of activities in Yakutsk or wider. I think this meeting was very useful, and it would be nice to have similar meetings in the future online while we still have COVID-19 to continue to exchange our experiences and possibly even run some online lectures for our students, especially, for example, if you cannot have summer school activities, but hopefully we can do both, some online activities and some field activities. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Any other comments?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Tabata Sensei. Thank you very much. Okay, one more comment.
Mikhail, someone is asking a question.
Can I say a few words?
Oh, Kawanobe-san.
Of course.
I'm sorry that I could not jump in until the last moment, but I'm very pleased to see that this seminar covers a very wide range of the topics, and I think that the HUB project should promote the very wide variety of topics. I just realized that we should promote the very wide variety of topics, and especially the SDGs related topics. Even those topics covers wide range, and we hope that we can continue these kind of communications in years to come, and we hope that we can meet each other very soon again. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much to all of you for your participation. Thank you very much for your kind words. if something was inconvenient for you also, please say these words or send it to us. We will use your recommendation and suggestions in the future. As a founder of Department of Northern Studies of Northeastern Federal University in 2008, I organized this new department in Northeastern Federal University. In those time it was still Yakut State University, then we changed the name in 2010 and the status, we became a federal university, and I started to organize this Cold Land seminar with invitation of very famous scientists who are working in Arctic states, non-Arctic states, but who like Arctic, who like North, who have some knowledge about North. And only a few times we were in organizing the Cold Land seminar in this kind of like today. Once I remember we organized with University of Lapland some years ago in 2012. It was methodology seminar where we invite together different representatives of different anthropology schools from around the circumpolar north. It was very specific, very difficult to hear for students because it was very specific talk. And today I think we organize kind of middle, so specific talks, but also acceptable for our students, for our future partners in our projects. Thank you very much again, and see you maybe next year, or we can do something, of course, not only once a year. So see you next summer, probably. I really hope in Yakutsk, in expeditions which will be focused on different specific areas of scientific research. Thank you very much from Ministry of Education and Science of Republic of Sakha-Yakutia, from Northeastern Federal University Department of Northern Studies, and see you also on the next Northern Sustainable Development Forum. Thank you very much to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We will see you soon.